My name is Fuzzface. I play for FaZe Clan and I'm a team captain. I'm a very selfless player. I usually try to do as much as I can for the team and not really care too much if that's something that will look good personally for me. I always try to make sure that the team will play as good as possible. So before I was playing games, then I was in the army for 4 years, in the Swedish army. I quit that, and then that kind of transitioned into the pro gamer thing, and it wasn't planned at all. So the difference between military and this, well, it's a big difference. But I'd say the main thing is that you're more in control yourself on what you do. In the military, it's very structured and you don't have much say in what you do. So I think that's a big thing, and you also need to take the responsibility that comes with that. So you need to keep your hours and stay on top of yourself rather than have other people do it for you. And lifestyle, then it's much less active now. So for example, exercise and stuff becomes more important, even though it's not really a part of what you do for a job. So you have, maybe you need to feel better psychologically and stuff, and then maybe you just need to work out more or feel better in you as a person rather than just in-game. So it's a lot of things that translates between the two worlds of in-game and outside. Taking runs or going to the gym is really, really important, and I think a lot of gamers disregard that aspect, and they probably don't feel great personally in their body, and I think that's a big portion why some people might fall off, or they might have struggle being consistent because they don't have the fatigue to stay on top of themselves. The most important thing, I think that's probably just feeling good. Sometimes when you sit down, you don't really feel that great about yourself or your performance, and I think just as long as you break out of that pattern and you just feel good whenever you sit down and play. So it really was, I just started playing PUBG a lot, and then I noticed that I was pretty good at it. Started playing with other people who were good at it, and then it kind of just happened. I think the biggest pro is probably that most of the time you make your own hours. And also you don't have to live at a very specific location. I think that helps a lot. I think that's probably the best thing about it for me personally. So it's easier to manage your own personal life. Well, the cons would probably be it's not a super long-lasting career, usually. So at some point you kind of have to think what's after. I think that's probably the only con that I can think of like that. When you're an amateur, you still want to improve. That's what drives you to become a pro at some point. So I think it's your mindset that just you have to be consistent with it when you've done it for a really long time, whereas maybe in the beginning it's more passion. So just stay consistent with it and treat it as an important thing, part of your life.
Alright, so this question is for David, not Fuzzface. And what is the most important thing in your life?
My girlfriend.
If you live this kind of life, isn't it hard to see your girlfriend all the time?
Not really, especially not now with COVID, when we have been at home very, very much. And even before that, we always find ways to see each other.